Hi, this is Latin. Hope everyone is staying safe, and we're back with Software Inc.'s Beta 1 Play and Learn series. Today we're going to do a short video on company complaints, why they happen, how to address them. We'll get into it after the intro. Okay, another rainy day. So you think you're going to get people complaining? I bet it's got something to complain about. Let's get this day started. Okay, we're in April 1997, 7.4 million available funds, 364.4 in bonds, 20.9 in stocks, 2.4 million invested in plots, for a total of 394.3 million. And we're going to go right to the net worth. Number one, 20 products, 12 patents. So we've made it. We've achieved number one, but we have issues. Mostly caused by research. Make sure your research is up to date. We're in April. I just realized we did not start research. So I started researching in April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 researches are going on, and they were just started in April. At the beginning of the day, we're at the end of the day, so this is the progress we've done in one day, which is pretty good. But it's also the problem of who has nothing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That employees, 17 teams have nothing to do. And there was more, basically 2 more, because researchers had nothing to do a minute ago before I put them to do research. PMs, I'm assigning them to a new PM, but I'm going to take care of that. That's going to be assigned to a new PM. LS leads, that means we got to look at that PM operating systems and see what's going on, what needs to be assigned to it. 3D, E18, there's nobody in that team, so there's no big deal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody's in that team. We don't have to worry about them. Another thing, we got to look at HR. None of these guys are under HR. Why? Because usually there's only 1 or 2 people in the team, and there's no need for them to be under HR. And the reason in the past we said you should be under HR is because people are going to start dying, people are going to start getting sick, people are going to start leaving, people are going to have complaints. And when they do, you have to make sure your leaders with 3 stars can do hiring. But we can't do that. Why can't we not do that? Because we're doing PM and we're moving people around. And by moving people around, you don't want HR to be set to go hire somebody if you move them out of that role. It's just more work for you. If you're going to go move 2 people around, you have to go into HR and reduce that HR by 2. So I'm not going to any HR employees to be hired in the management doc. These will remain at 0. I'm not going to set any numbers. Like here, program is 6. That should be set to 6, so that if somebody dies or leaves the company, HR, your lead follows HR rules and goes and hires a new person to replace them. But since you're moving people from one to the overflow team core and back into the development and design teams, you cannot set those. That's something to keep in. There's something to be mindful of. You can't set those. Another thing, with that many people not having anything to do, and the one that caused this, let me show you what I mean. Some employees are unhappy. You go look at them, the design team and the PM1 team, they weren't happy. They have nothing to do. Stacy has something to do. They just gave her a new PM doc to do. 1 PM. She's on it. She's got to fill this out. And the reason I'm doing these new ones is because after a while, let's go here. Games 1 p.m. This is getting full. I don't want to have more than 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 support. So this is becoming too much. I want to start new ones. And then we'll relabel these and we'll push them to the bottom. That's my strategy. That's how I want to handle those going forward. You got to create strategies for these things. Okay, an employee has to pee and can't find a toilet. So what's going on there? What's going on there is the inventory broke and needs maintenance. Some of these were bathrooms that broke and need maintenance. You got to look at your maintenance teams. What I've been doing, because I've been busy, I've been calling maintenance, and maintenance, if you call them, they'll take care of it, but it's going to cost you more. Okay, the next thing was Frederick Campbell has died. So Frederick Campbell has died. You have to look at this. If it's a leader, you got to cover them right away. If it's not a leader, design 2D, 3D, the designer passed away, you got to go to the 2D, 3D, PM. Are we in the design mode? No, this is an alpha. So that's in alpha. So that's fine. So you don't have to cover that person that died right now until you assign something to this PM. There should be a design in this PM. There is no design. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here. You're going to make sure that the prototype 3D is there and you do it auto develop, or you go into the design doc if you want to change the name and you set up a new design doc. Now I wanted to change the name, but at this point I'm just going to do this. And this team is Donna Person. Oh, designers, 8 out of 4. 8 out of 4 designers. So we have 4 designers in this team more than needed. So in that case, I want to pause it. 4 designers in that team more than needed. I don't know why I closed that down. So that is in 3D editor. So that is design 2D, 3D has 8. Design 2D, 3D has 8 employees. Normally I just go design, take the first 8. Only need 4, 2, 3, 4. If you move these 4, you got to make sure that change teams. This is the case where if you had HR refilling your employees, your numbers in HR to fill the employees, you would have to go reduce these before you did these. You have to go to design 3D and reduce that by 4 employees before you went and moved 4 employees. Or else the lead will go out and hire them. So you can't have it both ways. So now you're going to take these 4. Look at them, make sure they're able to cover 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's fine. It's 3D. If anything, I will get another 3D with 3 in 3D and move somebody who doesn't have it out. So audio person, we can move out an audio person. We can move out a 2D person. Because you're a 2D person to move out. So that one. We're not working with network, so we can move this one out. Move them to 4. Then go to core and get a 4 is over here. Well, you want a designer, so look at designers only. You want somebody with 3D. Preferably 3. There you go. There's your person right there. Don't go crazy. In fact, let me go do this. I got a system. And here's a system to this even better. You're going to design 3D, right? Design 2D, 3D. You did that right. This should be 4 out of 4. So that's been addressed. Now, some inventory broke is an employee has filed a formal complaint. This is good to look at because this will give you a lot of information. There's nothing to do. If you look at this, remember I said I failed to do research? Most of these guys are going to be researchers. Yeah, a lot of them are researchers. The ones that are not researchers are basically the guys that have nothing to do. They got nothing to do, they will complain. There's nothing. A toilet is disgusting means it has something to do with maintenance. You got 54 items that need attention and maintenance. Some of them are bathrooms. That's it. I really have to pee. It's the same thing, maintenance. I feel stressed, 11 employees. Law. They're on crunch. There will be stress. And PDB, if you go look at them, I bet you that they have more tasks than they could handle. Yeah, 16 and 16. So you got to alleviate that. 6 and 11. You got to bring these numbers up to more like 16 in each. They got 16 tasks. It should be that numbers, employee numbers should be closer to 16. Okay, my friend is gone. That's the new friendship thing. Somebody got left. Somebody died. 3D, 2D. Somebody passed away. Goa, somebody left. F3D, 2D. Somebody passed away. If we go here, D3D, 2D. Somebody passed away. Design G. Somebody left. And Leah, marketing, people died. So we have 2 deaths, 1 retirement. We have to address them as soon as we see them. Crunch time is stressful, 34 employees. That's going to be lower in research. It's stressful, yeah. You're working less hours. The way to alleviate that is maybe knock it down to 4 hours. As long as you're getting it done by December is fine. And I think the reason that most of those guys are complaining is because research had nothing to do from January to April when I realized, oh, we haven't started research. They have nothing to do. Have always said it. They have nothing to do. They will complain. I hate working at night. This has to be a leader. Why do it has to be a leader? Because a night owl would not do that. Born leader. Night owl would not complain. If you got to put born leaders, if you're having problems with born leaders in the night shift, move them. Try to get them. Or see if you can find a born leader with who's also a night owl. They're not easy to find, but you can find them. Under the weather. An employee's under the weather. Cocky flirt. I'm not only under the weather, you're diminishing my compatibility in my teams. What team is this? Design Games 3. I bet you $10 Design Games 3 has nothing to do. They have 1 task. Why do they have 1 task? Because did I just assign something? Design Games 3. Did I just assign something? Oh, that's a new design. Take a look at the Design Games 3. I think I just assigned something to them. Yeah, war in April. No, that's what April. No. When did this thing start? January 97. Oh, maybe not. It could be that's an old complaint. I don't know. So that's how you address complaints. And in reference to the bathrooms, what I did was I selected all the bathrooms and then made them a group. We got 102 bathrooms. That's each bathroom has 5 stalls. And then there's bathrooms in the basement. I selected them and I assigned them to cleaners separately so that bathrooms are being done separately. You may have to adjust how many cleaners. Basically, I have 2 cleaners. It's for different hours when they come in, and then it's 2 o'clock, 2 to 6. From 6 to whenever, then from 6 to 2 and 2 to 6. So that's how you handle complaints. And you got to look at these things as soon as you see them. Because if you click on them, you'll notice, see the bathrooms? Click on them, you'll notice which ones. And then one of them ties to the other one. They can't be here, the bathroom's out of service. They're going to complain. Keep your employees busy, they will not be complaining. If you go to sports here, Alpha Design, so they should be fine. Unless you have 2 teams. And if you have a dev team who has nothing to do, you got ports, some of the port teams. Oh, here, anybody who has nothing to do is in the dev team has 0. The green. Hello. Not the green. Hello, these guys. Oh, not that. 2, 3. You got 3 teams here have something to do. Back 4, the expansion team. Those 4 teams will help knock out these quicker. And I didn't mean that up. Open it. Right click here, open it. Assign Dev1. Assign Dev1 to it. If you can find them. Okay, there is Dev1. Dev1 will basically move away from here. Now you got to assign Dev2 in the next one. What you could do is be selective, see which ones are the most frequent. The latest ones you want to get out first. Doing this to show you guys. I hit design 2 already, but apparently it didn't take. Let's move forward. This thing should be moving. Okay, did I hit design 2 here? Or did, okay, I didn't hit okay. Or am I doing something wrong? Maybe 2. Bad. It helps if you know what you're doing. Dev2, okay, Dev hardware is next. Don't freeze up when something is changed. This happened. Dev hardware. Okay, so expansion team is what's left. In fact, the expansion team I'm gonna basically do is go here, go to add-ons. The last expansion was Neptunes, right? Neptunes are 97. That was your last expansion. Oh, I have this open already. Put these. My Neptunes Thundercards 2 should be your next expansion. Fill it out. Game of DLC is fine. What I do is I go here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 40% interest. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hit this twice. Okay. This is not doing anything, so I'm not gonna add anything there. Sorry, should move. After a while, you learn which ones move and which ones don't. And of course, you're 16.5, 74%. I would love that to be more. So I reduce the price, and you want your expansion team. You see all the warnings, all the complaints, everything has a reason to happen. Expansion. 39% weight, 74% interest. With 74% interest is consumer reach 5,765. We did this a little late. If that's the case, 95. Let's move on to the next one, 96, and do that one instead, which is what I'm going to do here. Phase 2. Expansion pack. Can I get this in name? Leave it at deluxe. Okay, story 1, 2. Expected interest. Why is this suspected interest so long? Expected interest 24. Wasted interest 0. Why is that so low? Something's wrong. Something's wrong, so that's not gonna go anywhere. Expansion pack. I'm gonna put this, get these guys to work one way or the other. Okay. Expected interest. There you go, 94%. 89,000 reach. 399. Yeah. Payment pack. So now the expansion thing has something to do. Keep the people busy. So that's basically it, how you handle complaints. A few tips. And the person with the biggest complaint was he's the one that filed a complaint that prompted me to view all of these and to review them, to know how to handle them now if they come across. And all I did was she was asking for more cash stay on, so I authorized it, and that was it. So those are complaints in a nutshell. Best those warnings, if you jump on them, keep your employees busy at all times. Like I've always said in the past, I should learn to follow my own rules. I would have avoided all that mess. And the maintenance, I just got to look at maintenance. Apparently, I don't have enough maintenance crews in the building. That's what the problem with building big. That's it. We're going to leave it there. If you have gotten this far in the video, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos, as it does help me and the channel to keep growing. A special thanks to all my subscribers. I do appreciate you. Stay safe. Keep those around you safe. Latin out.